Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Turf Moor House TV, and we are back with a watch along. Get in, finally got round to doing one. We are going to be sitting through 90 minutes of torture by the looks of it, because it is Manchester City against Burnley, and the score lines aren't great when it comes to these two. 46-2, I believe it is, over the last couple of years. It's not for good reading at all in the slightest. But I'm looking forward to the game. It should be really, really good. D's in the chat says, hello to your good self. I hate this fixture too. It's not one I'm looking forward to at all. Big John, how you doing? Hope you're well. I'm all right, mate. I've grabbed a beer and all is well. All is well in the world. So yeah, Burnley, Manchester City. I've stocked up on beers. The first one is just momentum building because I'm looking forward to the game. The others are for drowning sorrows, and this would be a perfect game. You know, over the years, City Burnley would be the perfect drinking game, wouldn't it? It would be the perfect drinking game with like every time a goal goes in, you got to score because you'd be pissed. Be hilarious. I got an apple freshly delivered from Hey, look at just one apple from Morrison's. You sent some poor bugger out to your house to drop off one apple. I feel for that guy, John, but hope you're well. Big Joey, Big Mr. Slack is in the building. Afternoon. Afternoon indeed. And yes, no worries, Deck. We'll stick with Deck. We'll stick with Deck. But it is, as you can see, going along your screen, we have the teams. Like I say, I'll bring them up in more depth closer to kick off. We are going to be a few minutes behind. Just remember that, because obviously, like I say, watching via stream. So it is what it is. It's a can't drink at work. Well, yeah, I can. I can doing this. It's buzzing. Buzzing. Joyce says, keeping delivery drivers in a job. Good man. How are we all? Get your predictions in. Get your predictions in. Let us know how you think this game's going to go, what the scoreline will be. I'll say it now. I was hoping Haaland's back problems were going to be meant he was going to be out for a bit longer, but clearly fit enough. John says he forgot my toilet brush. What did he substitute it for? Broccoli or something? Because you know what supermarkets are like. They do silly stuff like that. But yeah, let us know what you think scoreline wise. I'm going to say 2-1 Man City. If we win, buzzing. I'm going to be as happy as a pig in shit. But we will see as the game goes on. I mean, are you happy with the team lineups? Because I'm sure you'll have seen it. It's all over social media. You can see it going along the screen as well. But yeah, what you saying? What you saying? £4 refund. £4 refund. Well, you were only going to sit on toilet brush anyway. You weren't going to actually use it, Bog. So it's right, John. Jokes aside, no. At least you got your £4 back. That's the main thing, mate. Yeah. What's everyone's thoughts on the team lineup? No Mark Trezor, funnily enough, because I thought it would have been on the bench. You know, Parker come out and said that he'd put in a decent shift in the fixture against Cardiff, even though, I mean, what an absolute storm that was. That was a storm and a half, weren't it? I don't understand why we played so bad. Ridiculous. Trafford to come on late and get a winner. I'll tell you what, John, if that happens, yeah, I'll get I love Trafford tattooed on my arse. Deck says if we get a result, I'd be happy. I mean, we did frustrate Liverpool a couple of weeks back, so it's not impossible, even with the start City have had. But again, we don't have a great record. Correct. I did find a couple of stats actually before we go through teams and everything. Well, let's see if I can find them again. But yeah, it is something like 46-2 on aggregate, which is just stupid. Absolutely stupid. So yeah, I was right. An aggregate score of 46-2 based on the last 13 meetings between the sides. Burnley are winless in their last 19 league visits to Manchester City, drawing 6 and losing 13. So the drawing 6 is the one positive we can take. And last time we won against Manchester City on their patch was a 5-2 win in March 1963. That's a long bloody time ago. Even my mum wasn't born, or my dad. But yeah, I am glad I didn't stream the Cardiff game now, mate. Very, very glad I didn't. But I'm looking forward to this. It should be an interesting fixture. Who's the referee? Is it Rob Jones? Interesting. That'll be interesting. I do like that dugout sort of system that they've got at the at Manchester City. I wonder if it's something that Burnley would implement. You know, having a tunnel where you can actually see the players into it. But I think because they've moved it, it's not going to be one of them that's viable, I'd say. But we'll see. They've built that fancy bit at top, and what for? Just so they can put some advertising. Like, come on, put some seats in there. The players are in the tunnel, just about to make their way to the pitch. As I say it, movement is afoot. So let's have a look at the teams then, starting with the home side. We have got Manchester City are starting with Gianluigi Donnarumma in goal. Mateus Nunes plays at right back. Ruben Diaz and Josko Vardiol, however you want to call him, your centre-back partnerships. And on the left, Nico O'Reilly plays there, who's been absolutely outstanding, let's just say. And just going back to the game itself, that Ricky Hatton's seat has a plaque on it, and his son is there as well. Clearly a game that City will commemorate Ricky Hatton in. I think it's his funeral this Friday as well, coming up in Manchester at the Manchester Cathedral. So people will be obviously keeping their eye on that as well. Nico Gonzalez is the CDM for Manchester City. Savinio plays outright with Tijuan Randers and Phil Foden in the centre. Jeremy Doku out on the left and Erling Haaland up top, unfortunately. At least Bernardo Silva's on the bench, Claret, so that's a positive until he comes on and starts doing his bit. Oscar Bob is there. Mikado, Kovacic, Stones, Nathan Ake, the old familiar James Trafford is there. Mukasa and Rico Lewis. So yeah, that's your starting 11 for the home side. Let's have a look at the Claret, shall we? Let's have a look at what Burnley are offering. In goal, Martin Dubravka, Kyle Walker, a return to the Etihad for him at right back. Maxime Esteve, Ekdal, and Josh Laron playing at centre back as well, interestingly. And Quillinchi Hartman out on the left. Chowner plays forward with Jadon Anthony in that forward line. Let's not forget the two CDMs that will be playing very, very astutely in Josh Cullen and Florentino Luis, Portuguese man. And up top, Kyle Foster, I've got to say, is it looking like a Premier League striker. I actually think Foster's so much better in the Prem than he is the Championship. But substitutions are Weiss, Worrell, Brun Larson, Ugachukwu back from his suspension, Marcus Edwards, Bashir Humphreys, Zian Fleming, the goal scorer against Cardiff, Armando Broja, who needs to show us something because I won't lie, I've not really rated his performances when I have watched him. And the man, the myth, that is Hannibal Mejbri. So yeah, interesting team lineups, interesting setup by both sides. Looking forward to a decent game, and yeah, should be a good one. Should be a good one indeed. Anthony Zane says, big up Ginge, hope you're well. All is good in the hood. Greetings to BTID as well. Anthony says, going 4-1 Man City, but I'll give you a goal, Dan, because I'm kind like that. I appreciate it, mate. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate it. Deck says we need a result after the United result. Brentford are now breathing down our necks. Yeah. And Joey says there, come on, you Clarets. So both teams in a huddle. I'm not sure if we are going to have a moment's silence and not, or anything for Ricky Hatton. I don't know whether it's just going to be one of those things, but his family is there, his son, they're all distraught and upset. So there's banners around saying there's only one Ricky Hatton. And I don't know if there's going to be like a moment's applause or anything, or whether it's just a chorus of Blue Moon. But no, it looks like we are soon to be getting underway. So, and that we are. I just hope that we can give a good account of ourselves, hold out. Like I say, anything on the road, a point is massive. Absolutely massive. Joey said if it's 4-1, we're claiming the win. John says that's our best team so far this season. Well, let's see if it can perform and do the biz. Currently throw into Manchester City deep in their half, which Burnley are trying to push on to. Well said, Deck. Come on, Burnley. I didn't realise when I bought these that I think Asahi actually have a. I'm sure they have an affiliation with Manchester City. I think they're on the training gear as well. So the fact I've contributed towards them, maybe they'll go lightly on us today. You never know. Actually, get your comments in. Yes, that's what I mean. Without even thinking, it's a nice beer though. I can't complain. Jeremy Doku has it on the far side. Manages to play a ball into Phil Ford, and he can't keep it alive, and it's well cut out by, is it Ekdal? Or is it Estev? It's going to be a corner to Manchester City. Phil Foden whips this one deep. Header up by Ekdal. I have tried it. I actually have tried it. I don't think it's that bad for a gluten-free beer. 5%. It's not overly that gassy. I didn't think it was that bad a beer, to be fair, mate. Especially, like say, for people that love beer but can't have it due to the gluten content. I thought it were a decent tasting beer. Ball halfway with Gvardiol. Plays it back to Ruben Diaz. I don't know, John. Like I say, for me, I let it all continue. I'd just let it pan out, and you know what it's like. If you've got the money, get yourself out of it, can't you? That seems to be the case anyway. But I definitely wouldn't drink Terps, not again. Definitely not again. Martin Dubravka, pivotal in that Forest game, may I say as well, with those 5 saves, really kept us in it in the second half. I was really disappointed that we didn't try and go kill the game off by giving Foster some support. Instead, we went like for like in the change. It didn't really give us any options going forward, so we're on the back foot from about 50-odd minute. However, Burnley have a throw in deep into the Man City half. Kyle Walker getting the appreciation from the fans. Looks set to take a long throw into the box. It's pumped forward, header up, cleared by Vardio, Cullen finds Walker again. He can't quite get to the seconds. It's going to be a Manchester City throw-in. Well, this is I get that, John. I get that part of it. No, we definitely do need a goal scorer. Like I say, I like Foster, but I think Foster needs support. You could see from Fleming's goal against Cardiff as well that play him as a number 10 and he'll grab your goals like that every time. But we've not played him in a 10 at all. We've tried to pump him up front. I've never seen Foster up front and Fleming yet behind. It's madness. Manchester City try to come forward. Gonzalez. Finds Savinio. Up against Kulinshi Hartman. Into the box, Manchester City. Reinders. Phil Foden. Well cut out by Chowner. Shot taken, deflected. Burnley asking for something, but referee not giving it. City still have possession of the ball. Nico O'Reilly. Burnley are literally 11 men behind the ball. It's going to be an interesting game. Definitely, that's for sure. Like I say, I expect City to see a lot of the ball in this game. If Burnley get a break, it's one of those lucky chances that we probably don't get much of. But again, we're doubling up on players. But if City can get the break away and still pick out their man, then we're a man short. So it's a really tough one to call. Rob Jones is going to have a look at this. Doku's saying that there was something in it. He's kicked the ball up. I think he's trying to say, let's have a look from this angle. Is he trying to say Walker's handballed it? I think this is being checked, actually. It has been checked. And nothing's given. Thank goodness for that. Mate, I'll be in box if we get forward. City have another chance. It breaks. I thought Dubravka were going to come out, but it's cleared. The ball back with Portuguese centre-back Ruben Diaz. Guardiola. Bit of a wayward pass. Picks out Mateus Nunes. Burnley doing well to put City under pressure, pushing them back, but Burnley now have to get back and see to the City push. Phil Foden. Well cut out by Kyle Walker. I think he's going to be pivotal on that right-hand side for us. No, I agree, Grump Nugs. I agree. There were absolutely no chance whatsoever. What's this? Palace up. What's that? Palace 1-0 up against Liverpool. Blimey. Fair enough. Jeremy Doku claiming that he's not touched Chowner, but Chowner gets the free kick. Takes one to no one, Kate. Hope you're well, beautiful. In fact, I know you're well, so don't know why I'm saying I hope you're well. No, I agree, Joey. I do like Foster in the Premier League. Like I say, I think his all round play is a lot better. But unless he's going to have the goal scoring prowess of Harry Kane, then he's got no reason to be coming so deep. My worry is that no matter what we do today, City will always try and find those pockets of space, and that's what we need to also be doing instead of just watching the ball and trying to pick out our man. I just hope we can get something from it. Ball back with Donnarumma. Again, I expect him to be really hard to break down. Good pass. Picked out for Manchester City. Savinho goes to have a run at Hartman. He can't stand tall. Savinho has got the better of him. City into the box. Well up by Esteve. Chauner's in there as well. Doesn't quite get to it on the turn. And a deflection off Ekdal sent it out for a corner. Shot away by Nico O'Reilly. The Clarets managed to get it away. I hope we do get some, John. Like I say, hope and pray. I just hope our arse don't fall out. That's the main thing. Corner for City. Ball in. Header up. Flash shot on the edge of the box. Savinho hit it. We went down in the first few minutes against Nottingham Forest with a snapshot from the edge. So we need to be careful of those because that's the second time now. 2 match weeks in a row. It nearly paid off for the home side. Ekdal tries to head it away, but it just hits Erling Haaland. Well cut out by Florentino Luis. City somehow still get it away. Jeremy Doku up against Kyle Walker. Still has it. Shot saved and it's in. Is it offside? No, it's in. Phil Foden gets on the score sheet. It's just a ricochet. An unfortunate ricochet. They're saying it's a Maxime Estevon goal. I'm not entirely sure. They're saying it's an Estevon goal for some reason, but I'll have to look at it again. It's just... Is it? I don't know how Doku's got away there. It's come too fast. They're saying it's come off Esteve. Let's have a look at this angle. This is slowed down a bit. Oh, it's trying to show it again. Oh, it is. It's an Estevon goal. Oh, that's infuriating. That is infuriating. It is 1-0 to the hosts. The worry for me now is that we've got to come out of it. We've got to come out again. Yeah, like I say, it's saying Estevon goal. It's unfortunate that. Like I say, he's under a lot of pressure with Phil Foden, but I thought we'd have done better than 10 minutes. City have the intensity, though. This is what I don't get. Why aren't we having that sort of similar intensity? We're trying to be lucky. We're going to now try and come out the traps and potentially end up catching ourselves out. So could do with Leeds and Sunderland both losing today as well, because obviously the teams that get promoted. I mean, Sunderland have given a good account of themselves. Leeds are at home against Bournemouth. It's a tough one to call. Leeds at home. Bournemouth obviously fourth in the Premier League table. If we get lucky in this game, I'll be very, very shocked. Very, very shocked. Again, City come towards the edge of the box. Doku again trying to get the better of his man on that far side. He did well to skip away from Walker. The thing is, there's just a willingness to die for the cause with Manchester City, and when they've got the ball, no matter what, they'll throw themselves into the challenge. I think that's what every club wants to see. While Foster trying to get it away. He's given a free kick to Manchester City. Lyle Foster does well. And City are taking it quickly. Rob Jones is telling them City have to take it again. That's the only issue. Yeah, we can't attack City. Like, we've got to try and catch them on the counter. They could push all 11 up forward, and we're not going to break them down. We do have to sometimes play a bit of football against them. Again, ball tried to be whipped in by City, but they still somehow Anthony's just left his man there to get away. Why is he doing that? Doku up against Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker does well. It's gone out. He's gone out for a goal kick as well. Well done. Doku's thinking that he should have got the corner there, but well done by Kyle Walker. It's a tough ask. There's 4 attempts by Manchester City, 0 by Burnley, 79% possession. The thing is, their tempo is like, I can't fault City's tempo. They're actually pretty solid. Whenever I've seen City play football, they actually always look like they're in it to win it. Where I think sometimes we look like we're just trying to see a game first and see what will come of it. But good pressure by Lyle Foster on Donnarumma makes him put it out for a throw in. I've been there for a few gigs and some of the like under 18s games, but the only time I've been for proper Prem football, like I say, with a 3-3 draw under Judas when Kev Mack scored in like 80 odd minute, drew 3 apiece at the Etihad. That were a good game, a very good game. I think they still had players like Tevez. Sure, Craig Bellamy was still playing, I believe, actually. Good play. Oh, not well read there, but I think Josh Laron were expecting Chowner to go on a bit of a run. I won't know. Obviously, when I'm doing a watch along, Joey, I have to have the sound off, which is a little bit infuriating because I do love a bit of crowd noise. It won't be so bad if you could have the crowd noise, but without the commentary, and then obviously I can commentate over the crowd noise. But yeah, like Dex says, I think whenever we go away from home, we're always quite vocal. It's just a shame 1-0 down. In unfortunate circumstances, really. Like I said, Doku, very lucky to get past his man. And I think for Esteve, he's just trying to touch it out of play, but he can't quite get enough on it because of the pressure of Phil Foden. Ball over the top for Doku. He's done well to drop his man there. Pulls it back to the edge. Shot. Good block by Josh Cullen. Hartman gets there. Haaland putting a bit of pressure on. Now Hartman plays it down the line. I think, yeah, we are. We actually are keeping Ponytail quiet. I was going to say which one because Doku's got a ponytail in, but he's, you know what? Doku's been the answer to everything. They're going down that right hand side and trying to target that area, really. Doku's seen a lot of the ball. Ball whipped in, and Kyle Walker does very well. Drops the head. Knew Doku wasn't chasing the seconds. It's out for a goal kick. Ashley Barnes is there supporting the boys. Did Barnes make the 25-man squad? I was thinking this the other day and I didn't end up checking. Let's have a look. Burnley's 25-man squad. Did Barnes make it? Yeah, he did. Come on, Barnesy. Norwegian ponytail. Well, that says something, doesn't it? Burnley have had 0 touches in the Manchester City opposition box, but maybe we'll get one now as Kyle Walker comes forward. I don't know what happened there, but then the stream caught up with itself and I've completely missed what's happened. Either way, Scott Parker's on the edge of his technical area. Maxim Esteve finds Hartman, has to go back. Perez whips a ball over the top. Foster's there. Can he control it? Is there any bodies in the box? That's a poor anyone but Foster should have tried to take his man there. Burnley do well. Esteve. That's not a free kick. Burnley told to continue. Walker. Can he whip one in? It's deep to the back stick. Nobody there. Yeah, I think cup squads are different though, aren't they? I think you can play anyone in cup. You don't have to name a set squad. Pardon me. But I know he wanted to make the Premier League squad, didn't he? The 25. From what I've seen, it looks like he has. Bournemouth are 1-0 up at Leeds as well, so that's good for us. Chelsea beating Brighton 1-0. like I say, the results going in our favour, but it's just the fact that we're playing Manchester City and Nico Gonzalez nearly put a second in for the home side. He's took a shot on the edge. Just having a look back again, it's Doku in that wing wizardry. Good save by Dubravka initially. Hartland got it to the edge of the box. It's took a deflection and gone out for a corner though. Gonzalez hit it on the edge and a third corner of the day. We have got the hardest fixture, 100%. Again, I can't. I don't know why I put myself through watching. This is such a hard game to watch. It's frightening. Another corner for Manchester City, except this time from the opposite side. Ball comes in to the front post. Good pressure by Chowner. Foden's there trying to get it. Edge of the box. With Reinders. Teus Nunes. Savinio. Has to go back. Good pressure by Burnley. Jaden Anthony and Lyle Foster coming forward to try and put them under pressure. Well, I wasn't expecting out from this game. Like I say, if we get anything from it, it's buzzing. But the only things we get from these games is a battering on the goal difference. And it's bad when, because we always get our arse handed to us in these games, that you would take 1-0, wouldn't you? That's the worry here, that we'd even take 1-0, a 1-0 loss. It's an improvement over the years on what we've actually had. Golinchy Hartman goes into the book for a foul on Savinio. It's going to be a free kick to Manchester City. This is what I've been saying to people, right? We've played Manchester United, Liverpool, Spurs. Like, those first bulk of games, like, that's massive. Wait till we get the teams are in and around us. You see, I feel like Forest were there for the taking, and we didn't really make that count. But yeah, the free kick was in a dangerous area, Deck. Nothing to worry about. It's Martin Dubravka had it under wraps. Ball with Maxi Esteve. Come on, Steve. Ball now with Dubravka. Pumps one long, looking for Kyle Walker. Chowner can't get there. He's not read the pass of Walker. Jaden Anthony trying to put Mateus Nunes under some pressure. Yeah. Yeah, they have, mate. I'm only on my first one. I'm only on my first bottle and all. No, I didn't sleep that well last night, to be fair. How are you feeling anyway? You still smothered in a cold? I'd say we're slowly growing into it. think we're slowly growing into it, but like I say, I don't expect anything, to be fair, Ant. Hartman tries to pick out Lyle Foster. Nobody there in support. There is on the far side. Chowner, can he pull it back to the edge? Tries to take a shot. Jaden Anthony's there. Josh Laron. Burnley still have it. What free kick? How's that a free kick to Manchester City? Check club badge, you prick. Well, yeah. I was going to say, you looked really like you couldn't be bothered when I saw you, but there's two players down on the deck. Don't know who's got a yellow. Is it Kyle Walker? Kyle Walker and Phil Foden both hurt themselves in the challenge. And it is Kyle Walker who's received the yellow card. So that you're right back and your left back on a yellow against Manchester City when they're going to try and attack you down the wings. It's not great, is it? Not great at all. Like Ant says, if you can, hit the like button on the video as well. Really do appreciate it. Really do appreciate it. Like I say, you can support us as well. The QR code, basically, it says buy me a coffee, but I changed it to buy me a beer because why not? Why not? Oh, pardon me. Keep showing Ricky Hatton's seat. Obviously, he'd be happy with the fact that City are winning. Do you know what I hate? You know what, right? I put a bet on, and every team I've backed. So I've gone Stoke to beat Norwich. Stoke's high up at table, Norwich mid-table, losing 1-0. Gillingham, top of the league against Harrogate, unbeaten in League Two. 1-0 down to Harrogate. I just can't call it, honestly. Don't know why I do it. Don't know why I put myself through it. Might as well just let it all ride out and hope for the best. Yeah, like Deck says, we have got Arsenal on the in November as well, yeah. See, Villa away next as well. That's not going to be no easy task. Well intercepted by Kyle Walker. He can't. What's the referee giving here? What's the referee giving here? So Kyle Walker's been told to come back onto the field of play after being off due to being checked for an injury. As he's waved back on, City make the pass, and Walker manages to intercept straight away. Oh, bollocks. Absolute bollocks. If you've been waved back on, you're back in play. Simple as. It doesn't matter where they make the pass or if they don't have the possession. Horse shit. Absolute horse shit. And we'll have to speak for that. If you're up for it, we'll have to do match preview together or something. It'd be nice to just have a catch up and a chat. It's really frustrating. Exactly, Liam. Couldn't agree more, mate. I really don't understand how that worked out. You can't be waved back onto the field of play and then said, "Oh, sorry, no, it's a drop ball because you've won the ball." Stupid. Pardon me. I'll drop you a message. You're still on Twitter and stuff, aren't you? Burnley fans in full voice as it stands. 35 minutes in, it's only one goal to Manchester City, and it's unfortunate, really. Like I said, nothing really clear cut. Right, no worries. I'll drop you a message on there, buddy. Like I said, it's come from a Maxi Estevon goal, something that we don't really see all too often. Good bit of play by Burnley now. Chowner. Josh Laron's there, as is Cullen. Florentino Luis having to work it back. Ball played over the top. It's going to be a goal kick. You know what? Fair play to Nico O'Reilly there. Does pretty well. Young player with an old mind. He knew exactly what to do in that situation. Exactly that. My point proven. There's certain clubs that are still yet to play the so-called Big Six. Gullinshi Hartman tries to get a ball in there. Jaden Anthony, it's 1-1! Yes! Come on! Come on! Jaden Anthony gets on the score sheet! Woo! Come on! Oh my God, I wasn't expecting that. Was not expecting that. Do you know what? I can't remember who it is. Just before that pass, tried to play it out to Hartman straight away. I think it is Foster, but Anthony gets to it, plays it to Hartman, he just gets in front of his man. Donnarumma can't do anything about it. It's 1-1 at the Etihad. The Clarets are back in it. Just having a look at it again. It evades the legs. It does take a nick off the inside of Ruben Diaz. I think if it doesn't take that nick, Donnarumma potentially gets to that shot. He's teeing up to save it at his near post. But all those doubting Jaden Anthony, and I've been one of them, now have to, yes, honestly, it can make me buffer all I want. I'm buzzing. Let's update that scoreline. Wasn't expecting that. Wow. We were 1-1. Like I said, I was happy if we keep it at 1-0. But fair shout. It was something from nothing as well. We'll have fire in our bellies, but we've got to remember you're more prone to conceding as soon as you've scored. That's the one worry that we've got. I think for me with that Jadon Anthony, my point was he's a bit of a Raheem Sterling that he likes to try and take on his man a little bit one too many times, and then when we lose it, it's not all that great to see. But yeah, it's something else. Erling Haaland's just had a shot, and it might as well have just gone into orbit. But yeah, it's just that, like I say, if Maxi Estev 1-1, 1-1 at the Etihad. Oof. 40 minutes gone. Manchester City 1, Burnley 1. I'm just absolute. I'm still shocked. How are we in this? Like I said, this is why we love football. Moments like this where you just get a bit of luck. We needed that bit of luck. We've needed that luck big time. Burnley doing well again. Foster tries to pick out Anthony. Can't get to it. Cullen. Back header. Now with Ekdal. Goes back to Dubravka. Well played by Burnley to reshape themselves. Dubravka goes long. Foster looks up for it now as well. Phil Foden. Mateus Nunes. Yeah, Larson can be the same as well, mate. I totally agree. Larson's very much the same for stuff like that. Sometimes tries a little bit too hard. Now can Burnley get the ball out of danger? Chowner needs to just get rid of it. Tries to send Anthony on a run. Ball over the top, but I think Nunes is going to get there first. Does it? Goes out of play. It'll be a Burnley throw in. Well said, Mark. Come on, Burnley. Come on, Burnley. Come on, Burnley. Staying down forever is what the bastard said. In 1987, they said our club was dead. We won the league at Ewood. Now everywhere we go, we'll sing this song forever to let the bastards know. Ali, 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 Ali. Come on, Burnley. Good ball. Lyle Foster picks out Jadon Anthony. Sorry, it was Florentino Luis. Josh Cullen, who never gives the ball away, picks out Kyle Walker. Chowner. Cullen fizzes one over. Hartman couldn't quite read it. It's going to go for a Burnley throw in. Hartman does get it as well. I don't see how we can't stay up. Anything. The thing is, though, anything against the top six is massive. Absolutely massive. Jadon Anthony with the throw in. He pumps one long. Header up there. Foster. Oh. He was looking for the overhead kick, but he was stretching. I think, if anything, I think he might have chickened out of the overhead kick. Ekdal's gone with a backwards header, and I think Foster's tried to go for it, but the pressure of 3 City players around him has put him under. But City trying to go. Kyle Walker having to get rid. It's going to be a corner for Manchester City. Kyle Walker, unfortunately, he was trying to get a ball to ricochet off Erling Haaland. But yeah, mate, like you say, touch wood. Touch wood indeed. Leeds Bournemouth 1-1 as well. Palace still winning. Chelsea still winning. Corner here for the Citizens. Phil Foden whips the ball in. Header up. Cleared to the edge of the box. Shot taken, and Josh Loren clears. 3 minutes added on at the end of this first half. Three minutes. Fantastic by Burnley to they actually have come out a little bit and are trying to push City. I can't blame them for that. Ball with Nunes. Finds Savinho. So he's not really had much to do on that left-hand side. Ball's mostly been played with Doku on the right, and I think that's where City are trying to look to get the ball out now. Potentially, no, they tried to pick a ball through the middle. They were a bit of one-touch passing, trying to pick Haaland out. Jadon Anthony finds Foster. Anthony's not quite got the run. Still gets there. Foster still has it. Ball fizzed out wide for Walker. Can he take the touch? Knocks it back towards Laron. Cullen. Chowner finds Kyle Walker. Looks like he might potentially have to get an early one into the box. Picks up Florentino Luis. Haaland looking. Chowner. Couldn't quite pick out Laron. That's unfortunate. Burnley, it could be. Again. Just missed. Just missing off by that millisecond, and now City could break. Hartman needs to watch Savinho. He tries to cut in. Maxi Estev's there. Well played, Maxi. Steve! Get in. Well done, Maxi Estev. I give it 30 seconds left of the first half. Manchester City 1, Burnley 1. It's going to be a throw-in. I'm not entirely sure why the time has restarted again, by the way. Definitely not sure why the time has restarted, but hey, the half-time whistle has gone. You can see it on your screen at half-time. Manchester City 1, Burnley 1, and I mean, wow. Something else, that. Absolutely something else. Deck says Esteve is a class centre-back. John says, no offence, if your best mate is still Dave, because for me, it's got to be Steve. You can't beat Big Steve. Lovely. I've done that. Good half, says Liam as well. Liam says good half. I just hope we can carry it on in the second, mate. I really do hope we can carry it on in the second. Anthony says, good half from you guys as well in the chat. We will be back just before the second half. But for now, I'm going to nip for a wee, grab myself another beer, potentially smash a packet of crisps while I can. You know, like you would if it were half time. 1-1 at the Etihad. Yeah, I know. I wasn't thinking we were going to be sat here saying that either. But it is 1-1. And hopefully we can keep this momentum up going into the second half. We'll be back very, very shortly with the second half. And yeah, stay tuned. What a first half. Players back out for the second. I'm just going to go through some of the match stats ahead of this second half. Obviously, Esteve will probably have had I think you can see it in him, to be fair, how he's a little bit downbeat at conceding that opening goal, but you can't fault the way we've set up. Could not fault it one bit. City have had 10 shots, we've had 5. They've had 2 on target, we've had 1. 4 off target for Manchester City, 1 off target for us. 5 passes. I don't get it. How can you have 5 shots, 1 on target and 1 off? Either way. City obviously have had more of the passing, as to be expected. They've had 5 corners. We haven't had any. We've actually been pretty decent. Let's not forget. The worry for me is having our right back and left back on yellow cards. That's my only issue. That and the fact that my bet is absolutely dire as well. The cash out on my bet is currently 2p. So that speaks volumes for where my bet's at. Time will tell. Could all change anyway. You never know. But we are to get underway in just a second. And the referee just making sure that the keepers are all set. And away we go. I say that first half was something else, wasn't it? Absolutely something else. LTB, how are you? It says these top teams Burnley have little chance either home or away to win. Yeah, I mean, we've got to try and get something, haven't we? City are trying to come out at us straight from the off. And I don't know. Apparently, according to Joey, I was speaking to him at half time, 14-1 for Esteve to score first goal. You know what? I've not even sorted my FPL out, my Fantasy Premier League team. I've not touched it. I think I've still got Chris Wood as captain from like 3 weeks ago or something like that. Madness. I don't know what the odds are on a bet now, but yeah. Like Deck says, another excruciating half. If we can get something from it, though, it'll be madness. Good ball back. Chowner. Foster. Trying to run onto the pass from Anthony. Can he get to it? Foster tries to take a shot. It's deflected. Oh, and it's just wide. It's going to be a corner. Burnley's first corner of the day. Lyle Foster did really well there. Anticipated the fact that the defence would stand off. He's done well to keep the ball. Jadon Anthony were asking for it. He had Chowner. He could have made that pass, actually. But then he decided to have a go himself when Mateus Nunes stepped away. It does clip the kneecap. And it is the Clarets' first corner of the game. Jadon Anthony over this. Can Burnley counter from this set piece? Ball whipped in. It's deep. Looking for Chowner. Headed away. And I'm guessing Burnley will go for the long throw. Vardiol with the header away. Chowner leaves it for Kyle Walker to who comes over to the left-hand side to take this throw in. It's a big punt into the box. Ekdal can't get there. Cullen on the edge. Plays it back to Kyle Walker. He goes back as far as Josh Laron. Ball forward to Chowner. Does very well. Touches it down. Can he get better of his man? Does. Can't get to the second ball though. Phil Foden's there to cut out the move. Burnley put him under pressure and City have to work it towards the centre circle. Gonzalez finds Reinders. Savinio picks out Reinders again. Bit of a 1-2 between the pair. Ball whipped into the box, right to the back stick. Doku's free, manages to get to it, touch it down. Josh Laurent is there. Burnley trying to push City out. Josh Laurent's got to try and watch Doku's run here. He's going to try and take him on. Does, gets the better of him, whipped across. Not sure whether Dubravka could get a hand to that. The angle of it were a little bit deceiving, but Burnley clear to the edge of the box. Savinio now has it. Gets it back, plays the 1-2 with Fordiol, intercepted by Maxime Esteve, and it's going to be a Manchester City corner. Mateus Nunes. Corner taken quickly. Dubravka throws it out quickly. Now Kyle Walker has it. Doku follows the run. Good bit of play by Burnley. Florentino Luis. Esteve. Hartman. See, when Burnley have the ball, they're making use of it. They're trying to get forward, trying to push Manchester City back. Haaland's basically been a bystander in this game so far. Ball back with Dubravka. Now with Laurent, who has to try and go forward with it. You can see how much Walker wants this as well. Back at the Etihad. Really wants to put in a performance to show that, look, I've still got the legs. I've still got the quality. And we can see it. We see it week in, week out. Well cut out by Jadon Anthony. Finds the feet of Dubravka, who picks out the quick pass to Maxime Esteve. Finds Hartman. Jadon Anthony. Referee gets in the way. I don't think I've ever smashed a packet of crisps so much as well. They were really salt and vinegary as well. You can't beat a really good pack of crisps that are smothered in salt and vinegar. Flavouring, by the way. I've not put my own salt and vinegar on. That's just a bit rank. John, I would happily take a point, mate. Like I say, any point on the road is massive, but a point here is something else. It's not to be expected. We expect to get turned over. We always seem to get turned over. Like I say, time will tell, but you never know. There's no way the referee's giving that as a free kick. Florentino Luis gets the ball. Doku picks out a run. Well cut out by Josh Laurent. Solid, absolute solid. He's been phenomenal in that back line. Can't fault him at all. Nico O'Reilly, making that run forward. He's done brilliantly there. Absolutely fantastic. Corner whipped in very quickly. Walker tries to get up. Burnley try to clear. It's now with Jadon Anthony. Tries to find Chowner on the run. Can he get there? Does. Gets in front of his man, but Rander's absolutely lung busting to get on the return. City have it on the far side. Burnley push them back into their own half. Now, Vardiol. Back to Ruben Diaz. Good pressing by the Clarets. Nico O'Reilly and Doku linking up. Doku tried to pick somebody out. There's Burnley reading the move. Well worked by Doku. Now on the edge of the box again. Doku gets it back. Chowner has to help out. Well blocked by Kyle Walker. It's going to be another corner for Manchester City. We knew it was going to be like this today. We knew it was going to be one of those games where City tried to pepper us with those efforts. Like we did say in the first half, they were trying to get down on that right-hand side, and that's what they're doing. This is the 8th corner for Manchester City. It just goes to show how much pressure they're putting on the Clarets back line. Ball taken by Phil Foden. Nobody there. Ball now on the edge. Played back out to Phil Foden, who's gone for an early ball in. Haaland tries to keep the move alive. Referee's flag goes up. Haaland offside. And as Deck calls him, the Norwegian ponytail. Not offered anything so far. It's just shown James Trafford on the Manchester City bench. Oh, it's Jadon Anthony again. Quillinchi Hartman takes a shot from range, saved by Donnarumma. Hartman still gets it back. He's going to leave it to go for a throw-in, and then we can pump bodies forward. I'll tell you what, this is really good by Burnley, by the way. Really, really good by Burnley. It's Jadon Anthony who's going to go for the throw. Let's try and go along. Couldn't quite get there to Ekdal. But Anthony gets it back on the edge. Plays the 1-2 with Walker. Does well. Tries to fizz one over. Foster's in there. Can't quite get there. Shot on the edge of the box by Esteve. And I think if Esteve was just a little bit behind it, I don't know whether it's been pulled back anyway, or whether it has just gone for a good. They are checking something. I'm not entirely sure. Are they checking for a Burnley penalty? They were checking for a handball on Nico O'Reilly, but I can't see it given. It's more of a ball to hand situation, I think. But you've got to ask those sort of questions. Now City come forward. Yeah, exactly, Dick. A Burnley penalty. Are you mad? Mateus Nunes. Manchester City 1, Burnley 1. Burnley trying to clear. Good interception. I'll tell you what, Jadon Anthony and Florentino Luis have stood out in this game for Burnley, and you can see Chowner doesn't give up on his challenges either. Kyle Walker's playing with a point to prove, which he doesn't really, but I think it's just the fact that he's up against a former club. It just gives you that extra incentive to put in that performance. And I think Burnley are really doing well to hold their own here. Kyle Walker again up against Doku. Again blocked out by Kyle Walker. Doku wins Manchester City another corner. Yeah, he's solid, mate. I've rated him for years. Honestly, I think he's quality, and I'm not just one of those people that says, I've never heard of him or like that. I actually had seen him play before, and I thought he's an absolute quality act. City take a short corner, try to whip it in. Burnley clear to the edge of the box. Doku has it back again. Tries to cut in, edge of the box, shot from Reinders, and it's high and wide of the mark. Oh, it'll come through, isn't it? Oh, it has. It's come through as an email, John. Let's get this point. 100%, mate. 100%. You know what? Thank you very, very much indeed. As I said, any sort of support massively helps, and it all goes back into the channel. For me, like I say, it's one of those that hopefully, we can try and make something of this channel. Doku gets forward again. Fizzes a ball over. Phil Foden to the edge. Fizzed in. It's Mateus Nunes. 2-1. Two-one to Manchester City. That is, like Liam says, heartbreaking. Ball fizzed into the back. Header up by Haaland, who didn't really do anything. He was trying to get his header away, but why has Nunes had all that space there? Dubravka does get a hand on it, but it's too much of a shot behind it by Nunes, and that's just unlucky. That's just unlucky. It is 2-1 to the home side. Frustrating. Substitution by Burnley. Chowner comes off. Jakob Brun-Larsen is on. And I believe Oscar Bob is on his way onto the pitch for Savinio. But it is 2-1 to the home side. Oscar Bob, very early in the transfer window, a link with a move to the Clarets. But it's just heartbreaking. See, 2-1. It's still a fantastic result. I called 2-1 before the game started. I said may finish 2-1. Not that it's finished yet, but you never know. Like you've all said there, these fixtures against Manchester City are brutal. Absolutely brutal. It's a yellow card. Who to? I think Jadon Anthony has gone in the book now. Yeah. I can understand why. Mr. Rodriguez, up you well, mush. Obviously, it would have been a lot better if we were winning. But again, I just want to say thank you to John, who's support the channel, like I said, the link is in the description of the video, or you can scan the QR code. It really does help us grow. So I really do appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. Manchester City coming forward again. And again, it's Jeremy Doku trying to get the better of Brun Larson this time. Yeah, it's early doors where you are, isn't it? Early doors. No, you moonshine. Quality. I hope they hurry up with these 115 charges, but I reckon naught will come of it, mate. I don't think aught will come of it at all. 64 minutes gone. Manchester City are 2-1 up here against the Clarets. Burnley have been absolutely brilliant, but it's just Burnley have been brilliant, but it's I don't get how we've dropped. It's 3-1 to City. Doku plays it to Phil Foden. There's a man free on the far side. It's just simple. Estev's there to try and cut it out, but the pass shouldn't. That pass shouldn't be getting there anyway. That pass should not be getting there. Nunes, the provider. Is that Esteve again? Has it come off Esteve again? It's Esteve again. It's Esteve again. Honest to God, it's Maxime Esteve again. Fuck's sake. I don't get why they say it's Oscar Bob who's the goal scorer. It's not. It's Maxime Esteve who's on for a pissing hat trick. It's frustrating as hell. I can't fault the guy. He's been absolutely phenomenal, but that's 2 OGs now. You've got to feel for him. Like I say, I can't fault him. His performances are second to none. I'd be interested to see, because it wouldn't surprise me if the interview Esteve at full time due to the fact of the own goals and what have you. But Kyle Walker's done forwards, ran forward, can barely keep it in. It's intercepted by Nico O'Reilly. A stat as well for you as well that Burnley have scored against Manchester City, which is the first time Nico O'Reilly, who's played phenomenal for Manchester City, has not conceded a goal yet until today. Esteve is up there. Hopefully he can put one in the back of the right net for a change. Corner whipped in by Jadon Anthony. It's high to the back stick. Clipped away. Hartman. Now with Cullen. Tries to fizz one in there. Only as far as Doku. Well done by Florentino Luis. Can't get to the second one. Now Esteve comes back. Oscar Bob. Trying to look for the run of Erling Haaland. He tries to play it back into the mix. Well played by Jadon Anthony. Loses out though. Now City come forward again. Reinders. City looking ready to make a change as well. Nathan Aki set to come on. I don't know whether City may be potentially going defensive. Depends who they bring off. We'll see. But they've got 4 players there on the edge of the box. Frustrating as hell. Yeah, luckily, I think I've got him on my bench. Jakob Brun-Larsen tries to come away. Tried to beat Jeremy Doku, but didn't quite read what Doku was doing. And the thing that worries me and gets me is that City have about 4 or 5 players all around the same ball, like they're trying to guard it. And yet, because we stand off, it gives them chance to open up. Ball fizzed in there. Haaland header and wide of the mark. I'm glad your bets are looking all right because mine are absolutely dog shit, I think. Let's have a look. Oh no, it's turned around a bit. My only issue is Leeds are beating Bournemouth as well. That's frustrating. Leeds are winning at home against Bournemouth. How's the other games in the Prem looking? Chelsea still 1-0 up against Brighton. Palace still 1-0 up against Liverpool. United lose to Brentford. Yeah, but are United going to be our relegation candidates? Are they going to be down there fighting for survival? It's mad times, absolutely mad times. I mean, I'm shocked by the downfall of United. I actually thought they'd do all right this year. And they've proven not so. Put my phone on charge. I need Gillingham to turn it around against Harrogate as well for me bet. That's another issue. Gillingham top at league unbeaten and getting beat off Harrogate, who somehow managed to try and stay in division every year. I just can't make it up. Well cut out by Kyle Walker. Now Burnley have to try and go again. How's that not a free kick? 3-1 was the score in 2024. Yep, that is correct. I normally just bet on teams. My stepdad's one of those who likes to have a gamble on goals and more and stuff. To be fair, he wins quite a lot. Not in terms of financial value, he doesn't win that much, but he still wins quite a few bets. Reinders with a shot from range. City still 3-1 up here against the Clarets. You wouldn't have put this game down as a 3-1. The way Burnley have played, like I say, 2 on goals by Maxi Esteve. It's brutal, really, but it's just frustrating. Really frustrating. Because we've played so well. I might do, mate. In fact, if I put money on Burnley to win, actually, yeah, put us on to lose and we might win. No, I get what you're coming from. I get where you're coming from. Luckily, I haven't backed Burnley. City have a throwing deep in their half. It's to be expected, boys, isn't it? Like I say, nobody's expecting us to grab anything, get anything here. Oscar Bob on the far side. Like I say, we are trying to grow the channel, by the way. So if you can, tell people about it. If they're looking for Burnley content, try and send them our way. It'll be great to try and get more people watching. Jeremy Doku, get off your arse. Looking for the pen. Freak. But yeah, we are trying to grow it. So please do help because, like I say, for 6 months I took out. It has hit the channel. I won't lie, it has really hit the channel, and but I needed to do it to get this straight. But all is good in the hood. Hopefully, Burnley can get themselves back into it. That's a bit of a deathly ball by Kyle Walker, unless someone was trying to attack that front post. But no, I really do appreciate that. Like I say, the more the merrier. I don't mind. I will chat to anybody and everyone. I look at this like we've got a little family together, and that's the way I look at it. I might plan to do watch-alongs, but end up going to games and things like that. But the thing I've got to remember is that this is a hobby. If it was a full-time paid job, then obviously I'd throw myself into it. You have to. Um, but because it's not making the financial big bucks or any financial gain at the moment, um, yeah, I can't be trying to put out the content that I want to. But I'd love to be able to grow worldwide. Sit there doing a match commentary with Phil Bird one time. I'd love to have a go at that if the club will accommodate it. But yeah, there's loads of things I want to try and achieve. I want to try and push for. But this channel is still always going to be my baby, and I will always try and push to give you guys the best content I can. I mean, if you want to see match previews with more Burnley fans, not just away supporters, I can try doing that. I would love your incentives. I would love your thoughts, your ideas. Like I say, my DMs are open wherever. Let us know. But I'm open open to listening to anybody and anything really. It's like I say, this isn't. It might just be the baby I've brought up, but I'm willing to let everybody sort of have their say in how we grow and develop. So without you guys' support, I won't be going anywhere. Two substitutions for Manchester City. Rico Lewis and Bernardo Silva set to come on. And a surprise change by Scott Parker. He's took his captain off, Josh Cullen, and brought on Leslie Ugochukwu. And he's took Lyle Foster off for Brozier. Now, that one I don't agree with. I don't agree with that. Is it Rand? It's Randers going off, is it? Or not? He's halting the changes, is Pep, until after this set piece throw-in from Kyle Walker. Ekdal to the back stick. It's up there. Can Burnley grab it? Oh, I thought Bros you were going to take the shot. He's not. It's pulled back. Gets it again. Now with Jadon Anthony. Hartman tries to pick out Anthony. Can't quite get to it. City now trying to break. Burnley trying to put them under pressure. And Josh Laron picks out Yalmar Ekdal. Ball forward for Brozier. Couldn't quite touch it down. Good run by the Albanian. Trust me, I would love that, mate. I would love that. If you're up for doing that, I'd be up for it. We'll do it at a time that, suits you and things like that. I would love to do that. Happily. John doing a watch along at the match I could get absolutely pummeled for because I can't do that. The internet at the turf is shocking. The internet at the turf is shocking. More to the point, they'll just shut me down for trying to do something like that anyway. But yeah, Mr. Rodriguez, I'd be up for that. So if you've got any recommendations of people to come on or fans to try and get, drop me a message. And if you're up for it personally as well, like I say, I'd be well up for it. City come forward again. It's going to be a free kick to Burnley. That's a card. Phil Foden goes into the book for dissent. I'm glad the referees are clamping down on that. It's definitely a yellow card. He's picked the ball up, slammed it down. And now the Manchester City changes are to come. It's not even to do with the club. It's more to do with the Premier League. The Premier League had shut it down because they won't have me doing it. You can't even record parts of the match and then put it out on like people like Burnley Backs and Brad Miller that put out like a they record the game and stuff like that. try to put things out. I can't do that. For me, I'm either watching it on telly and dissecting it to you guys, or because at least then I can still be in the moment talking about it, but be in the moment. On there, you're waiting. You constantly got your camera in your hand and you're waiting to capture it. Personally, I can't do it. I've tried it. I can do it. I just don't like it. I don't think that. I just don't feel it. It's. I want to be in the moment, and I'm not when I'm doing that. But yeah, DM me, mate. DM me, mate. Yeah, I'll be like I say. I'm definitely up for doing something like that. That'd be good. And I see you've messaged already. Go on, son. How's my football bet failing? No, if I'd have backed to draws on most of the games that I put, it's something else. How you doing, Noah? I don't think he has. It's certain games like this, and a friend said it in the Liverpool game that bringing Hannibal on might be the worst thing because of emotion. Um, you know, let's see what's what, but I don't think he's lost trust in Hannibal. Hannibal's an absolute menace. This is a game where you have to be tactical. You can't just have somebody who's gonna, pardon me, try and run that around. You know what? It's just shown the Esteve deflection again, and for the first one and the second one. I don't think Esteve is under that much pressure from Phil Foden in the first goal. I think it's just very unfortunate that potentially he doesn't get the shout. And because he's at full stretch, the second one is just like, again, unlucky. He's got to try and get there. And Burnley have maybe left a bit of a space open for Haaland. And his shot is saved by Dubravka. I'll tell you what, there's thousands of people who have triple captain Erling Haaland today. And they'll have wasted that triple captaincy on their fantasy Premier League. That's the thing. You want to be in the moment when the goal goes. You don't think, there's a goal here. I could potentially, or there could be a goal here. It's gut wrenching. I'd rather be in it and sort of just, like when I'm watching now, I'm dissecting the game and stuff. But sometimes we'll get a corner and we'll jump up for an header, and I'll sort of edge because you're in it. But you said there, Noah, if that's how you pronounce your name, do apologise if it's not. Hannibal is about to come onto the field. Quillinshi Hartman is going off. Bashir Humphries is on in his place. And Hannibal is coming on for Jadon Anthony. Interesting. If anything, the question I'd probably ask about Parker losing trust in would be Marcus Edwards. Not seen a lot of Marcus Edwards in the Premier League. I thought you were Irish then, Mr. Rodriguez. What's that all? I'm not one of those, thankfully. Not one of those, thankfully, my friend. Like I said, the last game we played against Manchester City, it was mentioned earlier by Let's Talk Burnley that we were beaten 3-1 by the home side, and I've just got to say it's been an unfortunate event. If Esteve dealt with those two defensively, this game is still one apiece. It's a tough one to call. You can see the difference in class though between the two sides. We do want to eventually get to that. Trust me. I'd love those opportunities, but I doing this, I don't get. I'm a small channel. I am a small channel. Turfcast are a lot bigger than me. I think there's others that get better viewings than me, and I want to try and find what's right. And I do watch them and things like that. But yeah, it's hard. There's Haaland's goal. It's 4-1. And Erling Haaland finally bags. Do you know what? To say earlier, John, it was really difficult because the half-time whistle came at a really, really like bad time for Burnley. They were pushing for it. Say again, it's come from Doku. It's come from Doku. It's took a little flick off Florentino Luis. Haaland's there. Fuck's sake. Frustrating. Three minutes added on at the end of the 90. Erling Haaland does finally get his goal. Like I say, I just feel like the thing is, I don't feel like we've been bad. I don't feel like we've actually been awful in this game. There's been other matches where I've come away going, you know what? Why did we even bother? But we actually have put in a performance. We were resolute, we were solid. We're still looking to try and get that ball across the field. Kyle Walker's now making a run forward. He's got. Oh, I thought they were going to try and pick up the move then. He's got Brun Larson there. It's going to be a corner to Burnley, but well played by Rico Lewis. This is the thing. They've got just class all over. What? Offside? What? I think Jeremy Doku's been given the man of the match. But yeah, I actually can't fault Burnley's performance. I just think, again, this is similar to the Spurs game. Similar to the Spurs game where we've actually given a very, very good account of ourselves. And we haven't really got much to show for it due to look that Haaland's in again. Haaland's in again. He's back too. See, 5-1 just looks fucking embarrassing now, doesn't it? 5-1 looks embarrassing. Oh, fuck's sake. That's comical defending for that goal, to be honest. Ekdal and Estev, fucking communicate. Communicate. It's not that hard. You're Premier League defenders. Talk to each other. Let each other know where you are. That, I agree with Kate. That was embarrassingly expected there, especially with that bad defending. The referee blows for full time. It is Manchester City 5, Burnley 1. It wasn't a 5-1 game. I'm sorry, but it wasn't. It really, really wasn't. That's the downheartedness here. Yeah, exactly. You know what? I'm eating my hat with that comment, aren't I? Because I'll be honest, he'd been nowhere near involved in the game. Oh, to be expected, Liverpool scoring in the dying minutes. Of course they did. I'm not even going to go through the stats at full time because it's just, it's ridiculous. Yeah, let me have a look at what people are saying actually on the game. Let me have a look at what people are saying on Twitter because that's the interesting key here for me. I want to see what people are saying on the basis of that game. It was wishful thinking. At 1-1, we were all gobsmacked because nobody expected that at half time. Not one bit. Not one bit, mate. Liverpool getting a late equaliser. Typical. That's all Flaming Twitter's bothered about. Let's have a look at the Twitter Clarets tag. See what Burnley fans are saying. Someone's put conceded poor goals today, but that fifth is by far one of the worst we've conceded under Parker so far. Abysmal from Estev and Ekdal. Positives undone, but it ended like a company-esque performance. Frustrating. These next two are massive now. Somebody has sort of come in with a little bit of a backhanded compliment, saying hopefully this puts top sides off Estev for a couple of years. Today doesn't matter. Performance was brilliant first half. City just had too much quality in the second half. More importantly, big next 3 games. The nightmare run is over. There's one person that said time to kick on now. Another has said battled well but gave up once it went to 3-1. Estev's had a nightmare. We're defending a shape really well. No battlers and always flat-footed once the ball gets into the box. Somebody said I expected nothing else. I didn't miss much by not going to the Etihad today. I swear they always score 5 against us. Again, someone's tried to see the positive, and with Estev scoring 2, have said that Burnley have scored 3 at the Etihad. Again, majority is just saying that first half we were one of them, and a lad called Jordan has said death, taxes, and Burnley conceding 5 at City. We did capitulate really in that second half. It's tough to take, absolutely tough to take, but hey, that's what we're here. We expected it, didn't we? We expected it. Johnson, I'm sorry, Dan. I'm going to listen to music. I don't blame you. As long as it's upbeat and puts you in a good mood. Leeds drew. That's better than Leeds winning because they were winning last deck. So that's a positive. Liverpool are actually going to win the league by last minute winners. And I'll tell you what, that would be bullshit if that comes about. Absolute bollocks. But yeah, full time, 5-1, Manchester City. How do you sum up that game? First half, brilliant. We started to grow into it. Half time came at the wrong time for us. We could have done with, really taking the game to them with another 10, 15 minutes. Again, it was poor defending. It's the defending situation for me. Ekdal should have needed to be stronger against Mateus Nunes. Dubravka got a hand to it. Stev's 2 goals, you can't. Yeah, just bad day for a Stev. And then Haaland he's offered naff all, absolutely sod all. And again, it's that simple thing of he just steps away from the defender and somehow gets the ball, scores. I don't get how it works for them. And the last one summed up our second half performance, really. Like I say, Ekdal and Estev both going for the same ball. Nobody tracking that run of Haaland over the shoulder. It's so hard. So hard. I won't be going out down Burnley. No, I'm going to go spend time with Kate and my little girl. And yeah, it's to be expected. I just think at 1-1, it's it's a bitter pill to swallow, people. Very much a bitter pill to swallow. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for tuning in. Really do appreciate all the love and support on the channel. Let's keep this going up, growing. We will be back with a match preview on, it says Thursday online, but I still need to change it. We'll be speaking to a Villa fan on Friday night, 8 p.m. Friday night in the UK. We will be speaking to Rich, who's an Aston Villa supporter, looking ahead to the Sunday's clash. And then on Sunday, I'll be right here, right on this channel, giving you a watch along to that Villa away game. And one team in Claret and Blue's got to win. But obviously, we won't be playing in Claret and Blue that day. So, well, we might be, actually. It might be the blue kit. I think it will be the blue kit. So that's got Claret in it. So, yeah, that team in Claret and Blue still will get the points. That said, like I say, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for supporting. If you can, please do support us in any ways, means, and form. Anthony, I will speak to you regarding Arsenal and having a match preview at some point. Mr. Rodriguez, we will chat regarding, getting international support in as well. That would be absolutely fantastic to do. And I'd love it if I can get some, like a club official, doing some interviews with ex-players and things along the way, if possible. So yeah, everybody's thoughts are massively appreciated, but it has finished 5-1 to Manchester City. It has been one of those weekends. And yeah, Villa away and then Leeds at home. Yeah, a point at Villa and 3 points off Leeds. I'll be happy with that. I'll be happy with that. 3 points at Villa, even after some of the crap we've had at Villa, I'd take it in a heartbeat. But yeah, until then, thank you very much for watching. Please do keep showing your support, and we'll be back with another video very, very soon. Until then, take care and see you guys soon. Thanks again.